Hey guys, happy Sunday Funday. Just getting set up on Facebook and Instagram. I actually got dressed today, wearing one of my favorite dresses. I hope you guys maybe actually put on something besides a bathing suit or workout clothes today for the first time, and maybe put on a little makeup. It's like that lipstick effect, you feel better when you put on a little bit of makeup, you put a little bit of effort into your appearance, even though you have nowhere to go. So thank you for joining me. Sunday Funday brunch day. I am featuring, we're gonna make brunch cocktails with fresh Florida peaches. Oh, that reminded me, be right back. Sorry. So fun fact, Florida peaches, as you can see, are much smaller than the peaches you may get from Georgia or anywhere a little bit further north. They are sweeter than those types of peaches, and they have a pretty small or short season. They're available from late March to about mid-May, and you can find them usually at like a local farmer's market or grocery store. I got mine at Bednar's in Delray Beach. Peaches are super good for you, especially right now. There are tons of antioxidants. They have heart health benefits. They are rich in vitamins A and C, which we all need plenty of right now to keep the dreaded COVID away. They have a lot of dietary fiber, and they are rich in beta carotene, which is good for skin and vision health. I am a huge peach fan, love peaches. My dad has always loved peaches, so I guess that growing up, we always had peaches in the house, but that was in New Jersey, so we had different peaches, and then I was introduced to Florida peaches when I moved here. Full disclosure, this video recipe coming at you today is sponsored by Florida Peaches. If you are one of the people who have asked me before, like, how do you make money as a blogger, or how bloggers actually, make a living or make some type of revenue, this is one of the ways. We partner with different brands and products, and either it's to just promote the product or to use it in a recipe and do recipe development, create some type of content to promote the product. So thank you, Florida Peaches. Thank you guys for joining in and doing your Sunday Funday with me. If you haven't already, pour yourself a glass. It's not Sunday Funday without a little bit of bubbles. Cheers. And let's get started. So because it's a sorbet, obviously it needs to be frozen. I did already make the sorbet yesterday. Had it in my freezer, so it's ready to go when I show you how to do the cocktails. But if any of you are making the sorbet along with me today, you will want to let it, put it in the freezer for, like, I did it overnight, but at least 3 to 4 hours. It needs to, obviously, to freeze. What you will need are peaches. Hi, sorry, I was like completely ignoring the comments. Thank you all for being here. Hi, Alex. Hi, Maggie. I think I saw my mom. You need peaches, any type of peaches. I'm using Florida peaches. If you are here in Florida, I encourage you to support and shop and eat local. So go over to Bednar's. I'm not sure where else. I found them right away at Bednar's. I think Fresh Market probably has them, maybe Whole Foods, but definitely Bednar's, whether in Delray Beach or Boynton. Get your peaches out, and you also are going to need sugar. Now, I used monk fruit or stevia sweetener for mine. That way this sorbet is completely naturally sweetened. There's no added sugars, and it keeps obviously the sugar content down. You can use regular sugar, you can use whatever, if you like erythritol, I can never say that word right. I like this brand of stevia. It's called Sweet Leaf, if you can see it. This is a good brand. And then there's also monk fruit. The brand I use when I get my monk fruit, it's Steviva, Steviva. I can put a link in the Facebook. I don't think I can do it on Instagram, but I will link to the monk fruit that I use. You can get it on Amazon. And also this Sweet Leaf. You can get this on Amazon too, I just did. You also are going to need lime juice or lemon juice. I can't have lemon, so I always opt for lime when I'm using citrus for anything. I actually like the combination of peach and lime a little bit better than I feel like lemon. I don't know. I'm obviously partial to lime for multiple reasons. Also, just in case, sorry, I'm like weirdly. Anyway, just in case you aren't familiar with a Bellini, it is basically a peach mimosa. So I can't have lemon and I also can't have orange. So I don't get mimosas, which is champagne and orange juice. I always, if I'm going for a brunch cocktail, I always get Bellinis, which is normally made with a peach puree or a peach nectar or some type of peach juice, whatever it may be, whether it's fresh or however you make it. We, instead of using a peach juice or nectar or puree today, we are going to use the sorbet as the base for the Bellini. And then we're gonna top it with a little peach schnapps, or you could do like a pomegranate liqueur or like a chambord or raspberry liqueur, whatever you want to dress up your brunch cocktail. So if you have all your ingredients, you also are gonna need a blender or a food processor or something that you can mix everything up. Blenders work fine. We've got the little Ninja thing. This is what I used to make mine the other day. I like Sweet Leaf too, right? It's so much, it tastes the same. It actually, this one, it says only an eighth of a teaspoon is equal to 1 teaspoon of sugar. So it's more concentrated sweetness, so you don't need as much, which pay attention to that. If you buy stevia or some type of a natural sweetener, pay attention to the serving sizes because it might not be cup for regular sugar. Anyway, let's get going. So you're gonna cut up your peaches. I don't know if you can, Facebook is like that way. Okay, so you're gonna cut up, now my head's cut off. You'll cut up your peaches and throw them in your food processor. You actually might wanna peel them. Peel off the skins. You can keep the skins, that's actually up to you. Obviously peach skin is edible. What happened? There. Obviously peach skin is edible, so you can keep the skin, you can peel it off, whatever you wanna do. I'm just gonna cut mine up. The thing about these smaller peaches too is, since they obviously are smaller, it's a little bit harder to cut off all of the meat without getting right into the pit in the center. So cut them up. You don't really have to worry about it being too small of pieces because they're going right into the food processor. So cut up your peaches. I'm only gonna demo all this because like I told you, I already made the sorbet, but I'm just gonna show you your food processor, blender, whatever it is that you're using. And you're also going to do a tablespoon of lime or lemon, whatever you're doing, fresh. I like this stuff because it's easy, and I didn't have any fresh lime, so improvise. Put a little bit of that, and then your sugar. Why does this keep going off? Your sugar goes right in as well. You'll blend it up. You can actually then salt it, taste it, see if you need maybe more sugar, more lime. This is like go as you go, whatever. Taste as you go, yes. Add more salt if you need. How many peaches? So for the small ones, Alex, I used 6 small ones to make, like, you'll see when I pull it out. I used 6 small ones and then a half a cup of sugar and 1 tablespoon of lime juice. So base it on that. Like I said, if you're using monk fruit or stevia, pay attention to the serving size. The monk fruit that I used was cup for cup, so I used half a cup, a tablespoon of the lime, and then just a little bit of salt at the end to taste, and that's all. It's super easy, so easy. Thoughts on using frozen peaches? Yeah, Maggie, if you did the frozen pieces, then you can pour it right into the Bellini right away, and you can skip the freezing period. So yeah, frozen peaches would work just as well. However, make sure, check the label and see if there is any added sugar already. Because if there is, you want to lessen any, you might not even want to add sugar at all, just a little bit of the lime, and then you can make your frozen Bellinis. But if there is no added sugar, then go ahead and blend it with your monk fruit, your stevia, your sugar, whatever it is that you're using. Yeah, blend it. Then you put it in your freezer. So when I used 6 peaches, and this was about how much I got. So this is does this thing say how much it is? I'm not really sure the exact size of, Instagram keeps going off. So this is the size I got from using 6 peaches, and it's kind of a lot. It blends it up nicely. You can strain it if you want it totally smooth. I did not, but yeah, you could use a fine mesh strainer and use like a spoon or a spatula to strain it through into a bowl or your container, whatever it is, and then put it in the freezer. Just checking the comments. All right, so now that I showed you guys how to do it, we can make the cocktail. I spilled sugar all over my counter. Oops. We've got, now if you guys tuned in with me last week, you know that I gave you the suggestion, oops, actually that's not what I wanted to do first. I gave you the suggestion to use a coupe instead of a champagne flute. I'm gonna put the sorbet in it first. So if you have a coupe, if you have like cocktail glasses at home, interesting, different ones than the norm. Oh, I'm sorry, Instagram keeps going off for some reason. Hopefully, I don't know why this is. Okay, hopefully that stays. The full video will be up on Facebook. If anything cut out on Instagram, I'm not sure why it's not working correctly. It was doing this for another live I followed this morning, so maybe there's an issue with IG Live. Anyway, if you have an ice cream scoop or a cookie scoop or even just a spoon, you're going to scoop out. Show you. There's my sorbet. That is, I don't understand why it's not working. All right, so you're gonna scoop it right into, you could do 2 scoops. 2 scoops go right into the glass. And then, I already had some poured into my glass from before, so we'll just pour it right on top. And like I said earlier, you can top it off with your choice of liqueur. I am gonna use peach schnapps, just a splash. And it's not exactly super frozen, but you can see oh, it's so good. Thank you, Florida Peaches, for letting me know that Instagram's working well. Hope you guys are enjoying your Bellinis too with fresh Florida peaches. So anyway, there's variations of this that you could do. You could throw the sorbet into the blender with your champagne, or have your sorbet in the blender with the champagne and then make it like a smoothie or a frozen cocktail that way. You can scoop it into your glass and then top it with the champagne. You could do whatever you want. You could put it in, you can use a champagne flute, you can do whatever you want, as long as you are using the sorbet and the champagne, a little peach schnapps or whatever else, and you've got yourself a delicious cocktail to start off your Sunday. So happy Sunday Funday. I really can't wait till we can all go out and enjoy brunch together on Sundays. It's my favorite weekend activity and I can't wait to do it again. Hopefully that'll happen soon. But for now, we can make cocktails at home, thankfully, enjoy the beautiful weather if you're here in Florida with us, and enjoy your Sunday. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, I will provide the link for the sweet leaf sweetener as well as the monk fruit sweetener, and that way if you would like to, you can order from Amazon, or if you find it in the grocery store. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and cheers.